Hi guys, welcome back on this channel. Today we are going to see how to use Farm GPT chat extension to provide customer support based on AI technologies provided by OpenAI inside our WordPress plus WooCommerce website. So it's really important to understand how we can leverage the Farm GPT chat extension to really provide super customer support and decrease the amount of time needed for to answer to the common user questions and stuff like that. So let's see how to set up Farm GPT inside our templates. So the first things we have to do is to check if we actually uses the team builder of Elementor, because by using the team builder we can provide a different Farm GPT chat widget based on the page. For example, on the home page, for example, we can display a different version of our Farm GPT chat, because on the home page we have different information that we want to show, and probably the user is going to ask us different questions. So right now I'm inside this basic template that I created with the team builder, and let's go in and edit this template. So since the last version of Farm GPT, you can use the floating chat style. So this means that you can both display Farm GPT as a standalone widget inside the page, or you can make it floating. And I will show you how it works. So let's search for chat and place it here. Okay, this is the normal style. It's not floating. It uses a relative position, so you can move it inside any part of the template. But we want to provide a chat-like experience, a support chat-like experience. So the first thing we have to do is to set up the floating option. By enabling the floating option, you will see in different settings on after the floating switcher. So the first one is opened. This means if we enable this option, the chat will be opened by default. So a little recommendation here is, if you need to style your chat, enable this option just to see how the chat is styled, and so we can customize the style and some options, and then disable this option, and provide a closed chat, and then the user can open it by clicking on this icon. So we can customize both the icons. We have this first icon that is in case of the chat is closed, and we have this message icon. We can change it. If you want, you can change it. And then we have the close icon that is displayed when the chat is opened. We can also choose the alignment of the chat, so we can place it on the right or on the left, and the animation or the closing and the opening animation will change based on which alignment you choose. I prefer the right. Okay, let's move on the style. I want to give some padding to the container, just to have some padding from the border of the page. So just add 10 pixels. So this is the same, the measure you prefer. We can change the spacing. So all the Farm GPT elements works with the Flexbox containers. So it really follow all the best practices for designing with CSS. We can change the icon size. If you want, you can make it bigger, or we can change the background color of the icon container. We can change the color of the icon itself, and then we can change the padding of the icon container, and also the border radius, if you want to make it square, or if you want to make it circular or rounded. You can do everything you want. Okay, let's go back to the content, and set up our model. First of all, I want to use it as a standalone, and it's recommended if you want to use the floating chat to use the standalone. So it's working really well with the farm action. You can use it without problem, but since you will have two different elements, you will have the result widget and then you will have the form. I think that is better to use the floating option with the standalone mode activated. It's easier to manage it in a styling purpose. So let's see what we can customize. With the last update of Farm GPT, I introduced the support for the Timber framework and the Twigs tags, so you can extrapolate any kind of information you want from WordPress. And this is a really, I think, a game changer for Farm GPT, because it gives you the ability to initialize, using the system message, your AI model with some important starting information, like for example the current page title. In this case, we are inside a product template, so we will going to initialize the model with the product name, for example, the product description. We can pass attributes, we can pass custom fields, and any kind of information we can extract from the current query. So since we are inside this product right now, the WordPress pendant, we can extract any information related to this product, but not also, because we can also extrapolate information, for example, related to the current user. If the user is logged in, we can extract any information, custom fields too, and we can extract information from the website, so the website name, the website motto, and stuff like that, the URL. So really any kind of information. So this feature give us the ability to create really dynamics prompts based on the current page. Let's see it in work. So it's really important in the first phase to disable the show custom message, because as you probably know, we can, since the prompt will be longer, will be really long, based on which kind of information we want to print inside. The custom message is really useful if you want to provide, a pretty starting message that is not loaded with a lot of information, and it's better, I think, for the end user. But this will remain the message that initializes the AI model. So let's disable the custom message just to preview the content of the system message, and then we can enable the custom message. So you are an helpful assistant of site.name. So this is the syntax you have to use for Twig, for using Twig tags. And as you can see inside the preview of the widget, we have you are an helpful assistant of staging. In this case, the website name is staging, because this is a staging environment I'm using to test plugins. A website that helps in test plugins. Okay. Now let's provide some information related to the current product. So product name is, and then we can use the tag product dot name. So really interesting the way of product works, because we can use, for example, post dot title. As you can see, is the same, but product comes with a set of additional information that we can extract, like the price or the attributes and custom fields as well. So if you are working in a product template, I recommend you to use the product tag, even if the post tag works really well. So product name is this one. Let's separate it using a comma. Product description is, and then we can provide the description by using the product dot description. Let's see if we can. Here we are. We have the description rendered inside, and let's separate with comma. Product price is product dot price. You can use regular price, for example, will be this one for the regular price. So it's interesting to see that when we use this kind of tag, the currency is not rendered. So based on your website, you can use a static value. In this case, we can use the euro or the dollar and provide, you know, the right currency for the current shop. So let's use price. Okay. Now we can, for example, extrapolate any kind of information using the custom fields, even if I don't have any. On this case, I just want to show you how to extrapolate this kind of data. So use product.meta, and then we can open these brackets and insert here the custom field key. In this case, if you have a custom field that uses this key, you will see rendered here the value of this custom field. I don't have it, so it's empty. Okay, now let's give some other information to the AI model to better you know, set up the behaviors in case of, for example, questions that the AI model is not able to answer properly. So if you don't know how to answer to a question, let the user contact the support. And then I use this array-like syntax, and email will be this one, info.farmgpt.com, for example. Telephone, I want to use this format, and then we can, for example, provide a support page, and then we can provide the link, the direct link to the support page, contact. Okay. So this is our initializer message with all this information, and now we are going to customize the message. I need help. This field to support Twig, so you can use product.title. Product name, sorry. Okay, in this case, the message will be I need help for WordPress pendant. And also, inside the last update, the 1.1.1, I have introduced the fast questions, so you can, as administrator, provide to the final user some fast questions like this one that the user can you know, sort of frequently asked questions. So you can provide fast questions like what's the price of product.name. Okay, and if the user click on this question, automatically the form will be updated. We can add another question, for example, what's product name. Okay, and other kind of information, like for example, we can add I need support. Okay, let's fire up the standalone settings because since we are using the standalone, this means that we can customize the AI model settings inside the same widget. Let's change the default value. I need help, for example, or ask for something. Okay, I can leave the default value. In this case, I just leave the placeholder. You can change the icon as well. I'm going to change the AI model with GPT-4. The tokens can remain the same in this case, and also you can set up a webhook that will pass all the information of the current request to a specific webhook, so you can manage it inside your marketing business or stuff like that. You can connect it with Zapier, or you can fire other events when a form is submitted. So let's update the template and see in preview how it works. Let's go in preview. Okay, this is our chat. As you can see, we are not seeing the system message, but we are seeing the custom message, and it's fine. Let's test a fast question. For example, I want to test what's the price of WordPress pendant. Let's see what will be the response. The price of WordPress pendant is, okay, 11 euros. So it's the right answer. And what's WordPress pendant? Let's see. So in this case, the description of this product is just a lorem ipsum text. So it's not going to give us detailed information of this product. But when you use it inside a real e-commerce and your e-commerce have a long description or helpful short description, for example, because you can use the short description as well, you really can give a super experience for your user. So in this case, the model is not receiving the right amount of information, because the website is named staging, and normally a staging website, is a website that you use to test stuff. So it's normal that we receive this kind of answer by the AI model. But we can also receive information like the price, or if you need other information, for example, if you have other questions, feel free to contact the support team through email. Like you can see, we have the email, then we have the telephone, or visiting the support page. So we provided the AI with some information, and with a sentence where if you don't know how to answer to a specific question, redirect the user to the support team, so we can provide the right amount of information to the final user. So let's test the last fast question. In this case, I need support, and let's see the response we receive back. Inside these, the system message, for example, we can use, for example, product URL as well if you want. Okay, I'm here to help you. If you need further assistance, please contact our support, etc., etc. And you have this formattation. In this case, as you can see, is different from the first one, and this is really interesting, the way the AI is composing the final message. We have the email with the link connected. So if I click on this link, a mail provider will be opened. The same is for the phone, and the same is for the support page. It's actually a working link. If the user click here, the contact page will be opened, and the user can proceed with his own flow. Let's ask, for example, let's say hi. And as you can see, the message that we received back is based on the system message that we configured before. And this is Farm GPT chat, how it works. And with the Twig plus Timber integration, you can really use any kind of information you want. You can set up the chat to answer only to specific questions, and I think really provide a new way of providing customer support, and remove work for example, for your employees that right now are the real customer support. And by providing information related to our website and to the current product or to the current page, we can really give any kind of answer to the final user. So we tested Farm GPT with these not so studied prompt, but you can really use all the prompt engineering you want. If you are really good with the prompt, you can receive back amazing results from GPT-4. I just want to remember you that this plugin works with your own key, so there is no intermediaries between the plugin and between Farm GPT and OpenAI. So you will just pay normally for OpenAI, connect your card inside your account, and pay for your consume for the tokens that you are actually consuming. You don't have to pay for a monthly plan. You don't have to pay more because you reach your tokens threshold. Farm GPT works with your own key. So if you pay OpenAI, it's working. If you are not paying OpenAI, it's not working. For today is everything. If you have some suggestion for the plugin, if you have some idea, some integration, some brilliant idea, don't hesitate to contact me using the Farm GPT website, or writing to our email, or just writing a comment down below, because most of the features that you are actually seeing inside the last version of Farm GPT were provided by the user feedbacks. I have a lot of users, I really love them, that ask me for new features and give me super interesting feedbacks and new way of using Farm GPT, because they really see the potential behind this plugin. Today we just saw how to use Farm GPT to provide customer support, but you probably know that you can use, for example, the text extension to generate any kind of a text content, leveraging all the OpenAI models, because you can use DaVinci, for example, or you can use GPT 3.5 or GPT-4, or you can use your fine-tuned models as well. And I really think it's a game changer for WordPress and for people that want to use WordPress with AI models, or create services that leverage the OpenAI models. For example, if you want to create a service that provide content creation for the users, or imagine just for example, a food recipe generator, you can do it really well. You can use multi-prompts, you can use dynamic text, you can use Twig to extrapolate any kind of information, and I think it's a really game changer for WordPress and Elementor. So for today is everything. I'm Alessandro De Cristofaro, the founder of Farm GPT. If you are interested in this plugin, you find the link in the description, and have fun.